Happy Tuesday, guys. Welcome back. Hope you guys are as excited as I am to be teaching and learning with you guys this week. Like I said, we're going to be learning our new letter of the week, and we're going to be learning about Earth and how we could help Earth be beautiful and healthy for us to live in. So let's get started. We're going to get started with our letter of the week, and who remembers what the letter of the week is? This is how you do it in sandwich. And it's S right there. So we learned that the S says what? Like in sun. The S says the S says every letter makes the sound the S says like in sun. Or like in Stephanie. Raining. All right. So I have two letters here. Can you guys tell? I have the big letters and the little letters. Can you tell me what letters they are? Do you guys know? It's S, the letter of this week, and R, the letter from last week. Okay? So what we're going to do with this, we are going to figure out what's the first letter of these pictures. Okay, so we have a rocket and a squirrel. And we need to figure out which one of these letters is the first letter in the word. Okay, so we could start with rocket. The rocket says rocket. Does rocket begin with S or with the letter R? Rocket with the letter R. Right there. Do you see another R there? Yes? The lowercase r. Uppercase, lowercase. And then we have right here a squirrel. Can you say squirrel? Does squirrel start with the letter R or with the letter S? Let's sound it out. Squirrel. Squirrel. It begins with the letter S. Uppercase and lowercase. We did it, guys. Rocket begins with the letter R and squirrel begins with the letter S. Now down here I have this little graph and it says uppercase and lowercase. And what do you think we're going to do with that, guys? We are going to sort our letters with uppercase and lowercase. So that means we're going to put the big letters here and the lowercase letters here, the little letters. So let's get started. Can you guys help me? Which column does this one go in? Does it go with the uppercase or the lowercase? Big or small? With the uppercase. What about this one? It's an S. Is this S an lowercase or an uppercase? What do you think? Lowercase. What about this one? Is this also a lowercase? No, it's an uppercase. It's a bigger S. So it's going to go here. Okay, last one. Oh, it's going to fall. What about this one, this R? Is it an uppercase? Does it belong in this column? Or in the next one, in that one? In the lowercase column. So see, guys, we did it. We had two uppercases and we have two lowercases. Okay, good job, guys. Okay, so yesterday we talked about how we could keep Earth clean and we throw our trash where? In the trash can. Do we throw it on the floor? We don't throw it in the grass. We try to find a trash can to throw away our trash so we could keep our Earth clean. So we're going to talk about Earth. So Earth gives us natural resources. Say it with me. Natural resources. So Natural resources are things that we use from Earth. So I made this poster. So what are the things that we use from Earth? Can you tell? We use plants. We use water. We use the soil and animals. Isn't that so nice? We get to use all those natural resources that Earth gives us. But in order for us to keep using them, we have to be able to take care of them. So we says we must take care of resources. So we have to take care of our plants, our water, our soil, and our animals. Do you think that by throwing our trash in the ocean, is that taking care of our resources? What if we throw it in the plants? Is that taking care of our resources? No. We have to throw our trash in the trash can. That's how you properly dispose of stuff. Okay? So another way that we could take care of our resources is by doing reduce, reuse, recycle. Those three things, and they're all three start with the letter R, and it says reduce, reuse, recycle. Say it again with me. Reduce, reuse, recycle. So, do you guys know what these words mean? If you don't, I will tell you. So, reuse means to use less of something. So what's something that you could use less of that could help Earth or help with our resources? We can use less water. So like in the morning when you wake up to brush your teeth, instead of leaving the water running, you could close it and then turn it on when you are ready to rinse your toothbrush, making sure you don't use too much water when you take a bath or a shower. Okay? We use one paper towel, remember, to dry our hands, and we could see how wet we could get our hands. Our paper towel. We could use both sides of our paper. So I reduced, and I used something less. So see this paper that I used, and I colored on it. I reused it. See, it was scratch paper, so I reduced, and I used less paper, and I didn't waste my paper, so I reused it. That's also reuse. I reused my piece of paper. Reuse means you use an item again. So I reused my piece of paper. What else can you reuse? I have this. Our water bottles. So instead of using plastic water bottles, we could fill up our own water bottles, and that's how we could reuse something. So I can refill my water bottle. I could reuse a container. I can buy reusable straws. Have you guys seen those metal straws now? You guys could reuse those straws. And then the last one is recycle. So recycle means to make an item from an old item. So you make a new item from an old item. What do you think you could do? If you have done this with Miss Cozy outside in Apple's Garden. So you know your plastic water bottles? Do you guys remember coloring your plastic water bottles with Sharpies, and then had Miss Cozy cut them and she made wind catchers with them? That's something you could reuse. You could recycle paper, you could recycle your cans and your water bottles, or cardboard, or your crayons. So there's lots of ways that you could recycle. Okay, so let's go over them. Reduce means you use less of something. So you could use less water when you're brushing your teeth in the morning. If you have the light on in a room that you are not using, what could you do? You could turn off the light in the room that you are not using. Okay, so that's you are reducing the amount of energy and the amount of light that you are using. So we could reduce, we could reuse. That means you could use the item again. So this paper, I used it again. See, it was something else and I used it again. You could reuse your water bottles. You could use reusable grocery bags. Mommy and Daddy have some at home. So go around your house and see what else you could reuse. Go in your house and see what you could recycle. What does recycle mean? To make new items from an old item. So you could also use your old newspaper and use that to paint and color. You could cut, you could make a craft out of things that you have, like a box, a cardboard box. You can make it into a bus or a house. So that's you recycling and reusing, and you're reducing. So reuse, reduce, reuse, recycle. So let's do that this week, guys. Let's see if you could do all these 3 things during this week. And if you do all these 3 things, you are helping our natural resources. And we get to take care of them. All right? Well, that's all for today, guys. I will see you guys again tomorrow. And don't forget, we are having our Zoom meeting at 4 p.m. And don't forget to dress up in your favorite Disney character. Okay? It could be Minnie, it could be Mickey, it could be a princess, you could be a superhero. So don't forget, dress up. Make sure you log on onto our Zoom, and I can't wait to see you guys. All right? I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.